All right, guys, what's up? I don't know if I should sit up here. Sit down here. No, I'll just sit right here. Get my drink. All right, so guys, welcome to the channel. Hey, this is the week 3 recap of the Desert Duels no-gi train up. And in this video, guys, what I'm here to do, if you're new to the channel, I'm basically documenting my train up for the Desert Duel no-gi competition out in Las Vegas in September. And I'm doing an end of week recaps to teach you guys like a little bit about the training that I go through, but to help you guys with your mindset, your training, drop some life wisdom. And the whole goal is to inspire you guys to go after your goals and help one another level up. That's what we're doing here. So today is actually Saturday, and the last 2 videos that I did, I posted them on Friday. And so today's a little bit different. Right now it is 9:32 a.m. I just walked out of Vitamin Shop. I got a little protein bar, and I'm a big fan of these Gorilla Mind drinks. So I'm gonna have this. But this morning, I'm on my way to the gym. I already got up and I worked out. I got up at 4 this morning. Normally I get up at 3. But I got up at 4 this morning and did some personal development, went on a run, went back to the house, talked to my wife about her goals. That was pretty cool. I'm trying to inspire her to write a book. And then I decided, I got showered, cleaned up, came over here, and I ran fasted, and I normally eat breakfast at like 8 o'clock. But I'm gonna go ahead and have this protein bar. A lot of times on Saturday, I just fast. I don't eat for the whole day. Like I'll have my last meal Friday night, and then I'll fast all day Saturday, and I won't eat until tomorrow. But I'm not doing that today. I actually want to fuel up. I think it's the right move. And I'll typically fast just to challenge myself. Food is like one of the hardest things to stay in control of, right? Like eating and shit. So I use food discipline as a way to stay in control of me. I haven't always been like that, but as I progress through different levels of life, like different habits, I found that food, I got past all the basic shit. Like I dropped alcohol. I used to smoke weed back in the day, a little bit here and there. But I dropped all that shit. And the alcohol was the hardest thing for me to drop. But once I got that, and then I got my training dialed in to where I was training all the time consistently, I had to find new ways to challenge myself. And food has been the thing for me personally that is a constant challenge. So I'll fast on Saturdays to challenge myself. I also like doing it. I feel like after you fast, it feels like a fresh shower. But the reason I'm not fasting today is because I've done so many of them this year. I think there's been more weekends where there's been fewer weekends where I didn't fast than when I did fast. So that's a little bit about fasting. I like doing about 36 hours, 24 to 36 hours. I like that window because the first 24 hours is really hard. But hey, so for today, guys, what I'm gonna do is I went on a run this morning, so I'm gonna show a highlight of that run. I'll clip it into this video so you guys can see a little bit of that, because I didn't get to take you out on that run or talk to you. But the whole thing was that when for me personally, when I run, I do it to find some new truth or discover something about myself, you know, or learn something about myself. And most of the time I don't do, 90% of the time I don't do a podcast or music or anything like that. Today I did an audiobook at the back end. So if I do an audiobook or some learning when I run, I usually do it at the back end of the run to make myself earn it. I feel like when you give yourself a podcast or music at the beginning of your run, you're robbing yourself of the mental training that you need to build up mental toughness, you know? So, this morning, the thing that I learned was just the power of obsession, you know, and if you really spend some time reflecting, there's two things I learned this morning. From my audiobook, I'm listening to Cameron Haynes' book, his second one. I think it's called, is it Endure? It's the second one. I can't remember the name of it. I think it's Endure. No, Endure's the first one. It's the second one. Anyway, he was talking about Andrew Huberman, Chris Williamson, and all these different greats and outliers in society, how they become great because they get obsessed about certain things. And I think that everybody has an obsession, but what makes a great is that they accept their obsession and make it their life. Whereas most people bypass it. I think most people bypass their obsessions, because they don't think that they could do anything with it in their life, even though they can't stop doing it. For me as a kid, my obsession was just taking ideas and putting them into action. That was a big one for me as a kid. I was obsessed with that. I was also obsessed with drawing. I used to draw obsessively. Very artistic. But I think the biggest thing that, for me today, when I work with somebody or coach somebody, one of the biggest things that I'm helping them with is taking action on the things they know they need to be doing. And that has been an obsession of mine since I was a kid. I don't know, it's a weird one, man. I don't feel like it's as good as some of these other people that have these obsessions that are like, I don't know, like, I don't know what the fuck to do with it, I guess is my point, other than what I'm already doing. The other thing that I learned this morning, so I learned that from the book, was the power of obsession, and then how it applied to my life was, I realized that the work that I'm doing now with coaching and YouTube videos and everything, it's all about getting people to take action. That's really what it's about, because that's my obsession. And then the other thing I learned was, it was before the book. It was, what was it? Oh, this is what it was. I learned that I don't push my wife enough. You know, I have this thing, like, my wife didn't marry a coach, you know what I'm saying? And you guys that are married, you want the best for your partner. But if you show up like a coach, if I showed up like a coach, that's not who she married. She married a guy that cares about her, she married a guy that doesn't act like a coach. But I realized this morning that I probably pulled back too much in that area, and that I should push her a little bit more. And so I got home from the run, and I realized that if I was 90 years old, that I would regret not pushing her at this time in her life. Because we all need to be pushed. I need to be pushed. So I came home and I told her, I said, hey, I think you're sitting on something really special in life. Like, I think you have these certain talents and skills, and I don't think you're doing enough with them. And I wanted to tell you that because I would feel like shit if I didn't. So I learned that about myself this morning. I think that a lot of times we think that not letting somebody there's this weird balance that we all have to find, right? When it comes to helping people become their best selves. Like, we want to tell them and how to become their best selves, be direct with them, but we also need to give them space to work on their own. And yeah, I just learned through reflection this morning that I could do a better job as a husband by challenging her a little bit more and not being such a support system for her that I'm handicapping her growth. It's a good leadership lesson. A lot of times, as leaders, we'll try to help everybody, but when you help everybody solve all their problems, it robs them of the lesson that they would learn going through solving that problem. It holds them back. So if you want your team to grow, allow them to struggle. But anyway, so what I have today, guys, is today on Saturdays I do Suffering Saturday. And that's just me challenging myself. I have a workout planned with a guy up at Elevation today. He's a entrepreneur, investor. We're gonna go hit legs, and then based off of what his goals are, I'm gonna put together my Suffering Saturday workout. I'll either build something into that workout, or I'll do something at the end of today. But I'll basically, the way I put together Suffering Saturday is I just ask myself, like, what do I not want to do that's congruent with my goals? And I push myself in that direction. I either grow mentally or physically. So I've done things like meditate for a full hour. Like, that was super challenging. I've done things like run to the top of Pikes Peak and back down from when I was in Colorado Springs. So we'll see. I'll put it together after I talk with him, and I'll share some of the training with you guys. All right, let's get it.
Come on, baby. Easy. Easy.
There we go.
You got a small waist too.
Yeah. When I'm like 8% body fat, it's like so super tiny. Hydrated and fed like 175, but I'll be like about 170 on average, and then about 167, 166 after training.
Yeah.
So I'm in that like there's like a 10-pound range.
Like Brett's like saying to me,
The heaviest, what's the heaviest you've ever been?
180. I'm not like, I don't want to get like.
No, I was like 210 before, and I wasn't like, I mean, I had some fat to me, but that was the heaviest. And my pecs, I would lay on the couch and my pec would like choke me. It was like I was like, I remember I was eating 3 sandwiches for lunch. I was eating probably like 5,000 calories a day and doing like no real cardio, just lifting.
You just felt it though.
And I was just taking every sup I could get my hands on.
Yeah. Feel slow and all that too, right?
It's just, yeah. All right. See what we got here. Controlled reps. Good. Let's try to make this not a fucking ego session.
Yeah.
All right. See if I can one up.
Come on, yeah, one up. Let's go. Let's go.
Gotta one up. Always go second so you can one up the guy. Oh, fuck. Whew.
That's good. Hey, bro.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's do a Suffering Saturday cap off. A Suffering Saturday smoker. Yeah, not quite smoking cigars. So we just smashed legs. What we'll do is we'll do intervals on the Stairmaster. So the way I do these ones is the work. I guess I can explain what we do over there, but yeah.
Intervals.
So we'll do intervals,
I'm already.
and you're basically gonna ramp it up as fast as you think you can run on the Stairmaster.
Yep.
And so the whole point of this training is to build mental toughness.
Okay.
So the goal is get to the point of failure, and then the workout starts. So you're gonna sprint, and you want to get to failure as quick as possible. You don't want to take a lot of time to get to failure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because the workout doesn't start until you hit failure.
Okay.
So once you hit that, like you get those Bambi legs up there, that's when the work starts. And you'll do we'll do basically the reps on the Stairmaster will be how many times you want to stop, and then you go one more.
So explain. All right. So let's say I fail at. Let's just say.
So let's use time as an example. It takes you 15 to 30 seconds to be like, fuck this, I'm gonna get off the treadmill.
Yeah.
At that point, you tell your body, no, we're not getting off. That's one rep. And you keep going for another maybe 10 seconds, 15 seconds, or whenever your body goes back to, I want to quit this again, that's 2 reps.
And you don't slow it down.
You don't slow it down. You keep going and you push past the failure point, and you see how many reps you can get. It's gonna vary. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The distance, the time, none of that is measurable or matters.
Yeah, I get it.
It's a game you can't really win. You just get up there and fucking push yourself. So, now here's the thing though. So that's set 1, right? Set 2. So basically, you're gonna hit a point where you can't go any further. You're literally gonna fall off the Stairmaster. Your legs are gonna give out. It just happens, right? You're gonna get back on the Stairmaster for set 2. When do you get back on the Stairmaster for set 2? Before you're recovered. Before you're recovered. So there's no time. It's just the answer is, when do I get back on? It's before I feel ready. That's the right. So earlier we were talking about your conscious, right? Listening to God, listening to yourself talk. So the exercise is designed for you to tap into that voice. And you're gonna have a conversation with yourself in between sets where you're like, I'm not ready for another fucking set. No fucking way. And you're gonna be like, I'm bitching out.
Yep.
The mental battle will happen, and you just have to start before you're ready. All right? So that'll be set 2. And this will keep going until either I call it and I'm like, you're good, or you officially tap. You're like, fuck, I'm fucking, take me to the hospital.
I might tap after set 1.
Go ahead and kick it up to whatever max pace you think you can hold. And the idea is no handles if you can. So I'm gonna go straight for 20. So like this. And you just count the reps when you get there. So there we go. I'm going up to 25. So remember, you want to fail it. You want to get to that failure as quick as possible. Yep, there we go. So that would be like 1 probably. As soon as you want to stop, just say 1 and keep pushing. So 1, that's 1 for me. 1. 2, yep, there it is. 3, 4, 5. Every time you want to stop, you count it. 6, 7, 8. Hands off. 9, 10. Ooh. I got 10. So now we catch. I feel like throwing up. So the key is, in this spot, you start the next one before you're ready. There's gonna be like a, fuck no, I can't do it. And then there's like a maybe I can. And then the maybe is when you go, like right now for me. Straight to the sprint, whatever the number is. I'm going back to 25. You can bump it up, bump it up. 1, shit, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh. Starting to get it. And you just do the next one before you're ready. There's like a fuck no space, and then there's like a maybe, and then there's like, I'm being a bitch. It's like the maybe, you're like, okay, I think that's the space. What was the setting last time? What did you have it on? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm 25 on this one. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fuck. Good job. Keep going, keep going, keep going. 7. Nice work. Keep going. Yeah.
Don't even sit.
Yeah. I know I'm fucking in a hurl right now. I'm gonna fucking throw up. Fuck, my legs are done. Fucking back is pumped too. It's like failure right there off gate. 1, 2. Nope. 3. 4. Oh shit. 6. 8. Ooh. Shit.
How many did you do?
That one, I don't know. Fuck. So like the reps really aren't the reps aren't the workout. It's like overcoming the fucking pain is the workout, you know? Overcoming the pain is the rep. Like everybody always stops at the pain. It's like, you realize like that's supposed to be where you're working through the pain. That's where the rep counts. It's not rep 1, it's rep 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, Ooh, fucking big. Fuck. God damn. Fucking. Oh, if I'm gonna fucking throw up or pass out. All that matters is not a full rest before you're ready. You just call yourself out. One, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh.
How you ready to do level 1? Oh, yeah. Already 1.
Yeah, start counting them as soon as I hit. That way I know where you're at. Push it. Push it, push it, push it, push it, push it. No, 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 push it, push it, push it. Push, push, push. That's where you check yourself on complacency. Dude, I keep coughing. That's how you know it's a good workout. Man, so that was good. Basically, we went in, started on the Stairmaster, 10-minute warm up, hit 3 or 4 different exercises to get the pump going, hit 2 to 3 exercises. I remember, so we did the Stairmaster, adductor machine, leg extensions, leg curls. Then we did leg press, then deadlift. And then legs were nice and pumped, juicy. Jumped on the Stairmaster, sprinted it out. Did sets till failure and then past failure, like to sets beyond failure, and then repeated it. And it was good, man. It's a wake-up workout. You know, like there's certain workouts, you do them and you're like, damn, that snapped me out of it. That was one of those. And the Stairmaster only took like 15 minutes, but it was, the thing was, is if you look at those training clips, it's like, it goes as quick or it takes as long as you make it take. You know, if you half-ass it, you know, it could take you a long time. Also, if you half-ass it, you could be done very quick. So it's like a very honest workout where the time is irrelevant. You just got to look at how good of a job you did for the work. And then the other thing was I had a lot of shit in my head going on during that workout. I had to clear that out. I had some life stuff going on that I walked into the gym with, which is always tough, you know. You have something happen in either your business or your life, and the weight of that like stays with you, you know. And part of the workout is just about getting to that mental pocket where you're not thinking about that shit that you were thinking about before you started. And it's not about disconnecting and escaping, it's about releasing. You know, I think that we have to process the bad shit that's going on in our life, but we don't need to fixate and cling to it. You know, that's one thing that I've learned for myself personally, is that when it comes to negative thoughts, we all have them. But if I'm stuck in a negative thought loop, I'm the actual problem. The thought is not. in that example, I'm addicted to the negative thought loop. I'm keep getting a little dopamine hit or a little bit of excitement or a feeling off of that negative thought. And when that negative feeling isn't there, my body doesn't really know what to do. So it almost like tries to pull it back. You know what I mean? So we have to, I think, it was tough going in there and having those some negative thoughts that were hanging over me. And I had to try to figure out how to get rid of that shit, you know. So we're all going through some shit. You know, it's just like, can you clear it out? Can you release from it? That's the game that I try to play personally. You know, it's like, can I release from this negative shit? Yeah. Anyways, it was a good workout, and little recap on how the week went for me. So this last week was a bit of a deload for me. I worked out twice. The most I worked out was twice a day, and the lightest day was a walk and a lift. So I gave my body a chance to catch up this week because I compounded so much the last couple weeks. I was doing body armor runs, regular runs, plus lifting and MMA. So I just let my body catch up and still did 2 sessions a day, but they were light sessions. Monday, I did do some kickboxing MMA. I did a walk, I think. Yeah, it was a walk for cardio. I did the kickboxing MMA, and then I didn't lift that day. I moved my lift from Monday to Sunday, so I did my lift on Sunday. And then Tuesday, MMA wiped me out, so it was just a cardio session, a run and a lift. Wednesday, run and lift. Thursday, run and lift. Friday, walk, MMA, and lift. Did I lift? Oh, so I lied. I guess I did 3 workouts on Friday, not 2. And then today, Saturday, I did 2. Did the run this morning, and then the legs today. So I just giving my body a chance to recover. Overall, good week. I would say the biggest lesson from this last week when it comes to training and managing, basically burning the candle on at both ends. I don't know about you guys, but that's how I feel like I'm doing. Like I have my business, I have my life with my wife and my family, and I have my fitness. And I feel like I'm pushing all 3 forward every day. And it's very difficult. I catch myself like feeling like I'm failing at one, trying to make up the other. So I'm just trying to continuously optimize each of those 3 things. And what I've been really focused on, the biggest lesson this last week was prioritizing the priority. Like to make sure that I have some areas in my business that I need to focus more on, and I need to carve out more time in the morning to make that the number 1 priority. I can't skip. Like even if I'm smoked from my training, I can't take a 4-hour block that I have planned for business and bring it down to 1 hour or 2 hours. Like I gotta make sure. So my lesson is to make sure I understand my weekly priorities. It's just back to the basics. You know, what's my number 1 priority moving into next week? Is it the business or is it fitness? Which one is it? And which one am I doing first in the day? Okay. And you're allowed to rotate them, right? They shouldn't, personally, I don't think they should all be the same priority every week. So I have to set those intentions like I teach my clients and like I know how to do running a company. And even though it's just me, I have to set those priorities for myself. And I can't forget that. I got to have the weekly business and life meeting that I normally schedule with myself. Making sure my phone's not getting too hot. Oop. I think it is. So that's the lesson. That's the biggest lesson from last week. Keep the main thing the main thing. Set clear priorities for the week, meaning what areas of life are most important, number 1, 2, and 3. Is it business, fitness, family? Which one is the first? And then prioritizing that with my calendar, make sure it matches. And just making sure that I'm optimized across the week like that. that I'm not deviating, which takes discipline. So that's the biggest lesson. It's one that I know, but there's a big difference between knowing and doing. So I got to close my own knowing doing gap. That's what I'm gonna focus on moving to next week. Anyways, guys, I hope you liked the video. Hope you're inspired. Hope you guys get after it, and we'll see you next week. Conquer all.